Hey Alfonso, it's Arroyo, and I'm here to tell you all about how much you reblog my stuff. Just kidding. Kind of, but just kidding. So today I have a root beer, some Pop-Tarts, and also some special effects makeup. This, I apologize because it's not one of my greater ones, but I'll kind of get up here close for you to see. I don't know if the white balance can adjust, but yeah. Yeah, I decided to show up made up today. Because, why not? You asked for it last time. And I'll probably show you more better stuff because, you know, blah. Thank you for all the Micah stuff. It was very informative and actually tipped my mind on what I wanted to do. I'm probably going to do Baltimore campus because Tuscany, I'm kind of like, I'm not that into landscape painting, like, it's not my thing, but classes and Baltimore, heck yeah. First things first, you had said Crash Course, yeah, is amazing. For my psychology class, it's an AP psychology class, and it's like, I didn't realize it was AP until I signed up, but like, and it has saved my life on these unit tests, like, you have no idea. Thank you for the hair compliment. I have, this short stuff here. It's fun. I'm gonna go with hat today, specifically. Also, you honestly, I don't care if the videos come out 20 minutes long. If I can sit around and watch Markiplier all day, play random video games, and watch 40-minute episodes, one after the other, I can definitely spare 10 or 15 minutes to watch you talk about actually interesting things. Okay, so on the you constantly reblocking my things, I decided to track something. I was like, I'm going to see exactly how involved my blog is with Alfonso's. And so I was like, all right, get notifications every time they reblog my stuff. I get notifications at least once a day. At least once, but usually more. And it warms my heart to know that you always reblog my blog, but I don't know if it's just because I happen to show up on your dash or what have you, but you do reblog my stuff all the time, and I greatly appreciate it because that means I have a very, very dedicated follower. And speaking of blogs and stuff, I follow way too many blogs. I have a total of like 800 that I follow, and it's because when I first joined Tumblr, I didn't really understand exactly why some people were getting so much information and not me. And so I thought the direct solution was not necessarily to follow different blogs, but to follow even more. I follow 820 blogs. It's ridiculous. So I also wanted to ask you, what do you think about like pen pals or friends you make on Tumblr that you in turn become like good friends with? I'm friends with somebody and their name is Cami, and we've been talking since like last year. And some people think that's really creepy. You don't know if they live in wherever they do. They live like all the way across the world, in Berlin. And it's like, everybody's like, well, what if they don't really live there? What if they're lying to you? What if they're stalking you? What if, oh my God, all this stuff. But then at the same time, it's like, well, you can easily tell their age, like by Skype and like all this other stuff. And I want to know what you think about it. I personally think that as long as you keep it in an open situation where you're telling each other, okay, I live, wherever, and like, if you're going to do something, for example, like send each other things, you actually send each other things and like whatever. But I feel very lax about it. I guess you could call it lax. Let me think. What do you think about institutionalized art? When I say institutionalized art, I mean art in schools. Because, well, you go to an art school, so that'll be an interesting thing to hear about from a perspective of you. I personally think that institutionalized art is both good and bad. I think it's good in the aspect of it's something to expose people to, and I think you should expose people to art very early and continually forever. Until maybe they decide that they really don't like it, but like you should expose children to it. But at the same time, I think that institutionalized art itself loses a lot of the finesse that art has. Art is not, it doesn't conform to things. It's very free-flowing and doesn't tend to have a lot of conformity. You do have form, but that's very different than conformity. And so I think that sometimes if you put it in an institutionalized or a learning environment, you can really restrict it. I think that a lot of painting that I've done at school, for example, has been restricted because of me being in a school environment. It doesn't necessarily mean that I was then lacking in my artwork, but it kind of got restricted because of, XYZ thing. I really love gore, and I really love the whole darkness, decrepit, macabre world. And one of the big things that I'm like always very into with clay and oil is I like to paint and sculpt things that are macabre, pretty much. Like, I sculpted a lemon with an eyeball, and I don't know where it is right now, but I'll show it to you at some point, and it's kind of creepy. And the thing is, I would have loved to get way more in-depth and dedicated to the anatomy, but, given that I was in school, they kind of have a policy against certain images. So what do you think about that? I don't know. My days have been pretty boring. I got nostalgic yesterday and watched old YouTube videos of mine that were on my old channel. I made everything private. It was so interesting. I laughed for like 20 minutes. I should have invited you to enjoy a drink with me in the beginning. But whatever. I might try to do like a drink and a snack every episode. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not a snack, but maybe a drink every episode. So, every video, just so that we can enjoy a little talk, a little conversation. It'll be nice. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna call it because I've officially stretched to about 7 minutes. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.